Hi there everyone! Today we're going to listen to a song called Empires by Alicja from Poland. And I'm not going to ramble or anything today, let's just get right into listening to it. Okay, yeah, they know my weakness. Piano with the strings. Okay, I get that chord. Strings are very emotional. Raise the minor 7. Such a nice chord progression. Alright, it's a natural build. That's dramatic. Ooh, the drums are... Alright, that was really abrupt going into this chorus. There's a lot of energy all of a sudden. Ooh, I love that raised 7. Alright. Went down to the verse really nicely with this long note being dragged out to smoothen the transition. It's nice. It's so dramatic with the strings being, this draggy, suspenseful atmosphere. Okay, this rhythm is interesting. The drums are really focused in creating the pattern. And then the drums... The sound mixing is really unexpected on this one, because it varies a lot. Liking the melodies, I'm liking how the chords work with the melody. And these longer notes, they're used really effectively, I think. I'm keeping the piano in the focus here, and the cello comes in. So nice. I'm liking these scaled down parts really a lot. The chorus is a lot, and it's quite contrasted to the verses. Vocally very impressive, and that's a nice way to end it. It's very abrupt going all the swaps and changes there at the end. The swapses, it's nice. Nice word I just invented. But yeah, this was Empires, and this was different. Really, really different. I'm thinking that final part felt incredibly rushed, and I mean it felt like they wanted to build towards this kind of explosive big chorus there at the end, but they didn't have the time to do it, so they just cut it incredibly short, and I did not like that. I thought it felt really unnatural, and maybe that's what they're going for, but it's a big no for me, because that's, you build into something and then you start it in what feels naturally like the middle of this explosive part, and you cut it off completely after 10 seconds. It's really odd, and feels not very natural. Feels like they either wanted to be too experimental, or they felt like they couldn't care less about making it smooth there at the end. Because I like how they transition the things between the segments before in the song, with the long notes really being the main part to go from one part to the next. That's a really big plus. It feels like they just dropped the ball at the end though, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Still, let's not focus too much on only that part, because the rest of the song had pretty cool elements into it. I'm liking the chord progression, obviously. It's quite nice how it moves from the third to the fourth chord. I mean the third chord is the same as the first, but then when you go from the third to the fourth, you kind of change, well, not the scale, but you make the minor 7 into a major 7, and it always sounds good. You know, there are other songs that do it. You know, you've got I'm trying to think of one in terms of Eurovision. You got A Monster Like Me, which does it. And I believe there's been another song we've heard from this selection that did it as well, that I can't remember now. Anyway, I'm rambling. I shouldn't do that. Vocally, I think this song is really interesting, especially at the end. She really, just belted out the vocals and made that really hard-hitting. It's a lot of, personality as well. It's, from what I gather, it's a really important topic that they wanted to kind of, or an important message that they want to deliver with this song. And it's really, kind of focused around that because the instrumental is made so dramatic with the string orchestra being so central in it, and then also the vocals really carrying a lot of anger almost in a sense. And they feel really emotionally driven and quite theatrical as well in a way. So I think that a lot of the things, they just come together in this really impactful delivery. And then I'm not sure if they really back it up all that smoothly all the time, because I'm liking how they open it. It's very minimalistic. It's very suspenseful, dark, kind of building an ambience for this gritty kind of story that they use for the whole message of the song. But then the choruses, they come so abruptly and they come with a lot of power, but I'm thinking the sound design is a bit meh, especially on the drums in that sense. And I'm thinking that there are a lot of ideas to make it sound grand, but maybe not a lot of polishing in that sense. And I think mainly, like in the second chorus was the main interesting one, because I think when they built up towards it, the drums had one type of sound. They were really filtered out. They were really lying in the low register. And then they came up in the middle of everything with the more general drum sound. And it's a bit confusing, a bit weird to, just kind of adapt yourself to that kind of switch up. And then also I think that the regular drums that they had in this segment sounded really natural, almost to a sense, when it didn't really match the rest of the vibe with the song, because they felt so vintage and natural. So that could just be a little nitpick, but I'm appreciating all the efforts that they put into this, because they've had many good ideas, and vocally it's a really strong song as well. And I'm liking the fact that we get these kind of theatrical, more engaging songs. It's a nice switch up, and I'm liking how they actually dared to go that way as well. So those are some of my general thoughts. I think there are a lot of things to really consider on this one, because it's quite different from many other songs. So I would like to listen to it again and really try and grasp everything and all of my opinions on it. But for now, this will have to do. So do let me know your opinions on Empires here in the comments, and then we can discuss it a little bit. Other than that, I will see you in the next one. So take care until then, and bye-bye.